Uh, can you have it plugged in while you do this so you don't die on
Uh,
me?
yeah. Uh, Jeez, man. Uh,
Looks like I'm gonna have to edit all this shit out. We're going live right now, but I'll wait till
oh,
you're
we're
ready.
on. We're live.
Yeah, we're live. Get your camera set.
Uh, is that close?
Uh, close enough. You
I don't
ready?
got a fancy disc like you, man. Good to go.
You good to go? All right. What is up? What is up? What is up? This is George, Cortright, and we back. We back for a mad week. As you can see, it's already mad with this setup. This is another remote setting. So my guest, who you see on the other screen, is not in house with me. Who are you, my guest?
Brett Blair.
And yes, he's not a new booty. He's been on the show once before. I think you were the last guest before I went on that long hiatus. So this is season 6. So at the end, you're the last guest on season 4 before I went on a couple year hiatus before bringing the show back. And now you're going to be a part of this special show that's going to be in multiple parts because there's multiple things that need to be talked about. You know what I'm saying? And I thought you'd be the good guest to talk to sports about. So this show in particular is going to be about sports. You cool with that?
Sounds great, buddy. Sounds great.
All right, sounds great. So, first thing I want to do is go through all these NFL free agents, these acquirements and pickups, trades, and all this shit. We're gonna eventually get to those dumbass rule changes. I'm getting sick of these rule changes that are fucking stupid. So we'll get to that. I know you're gonna be itching. I know you itching for that, but we'll get to that in a little bit. And as you can see, we will talk about opening day as well. But I want you to. I'm gonna say some of these moves and I want to get your reaction with what you think is going to happen to the NFL. What's going to be happen? I know you're a Cardinals fan just like me, Arizona Cardinals fan. We tailgate together, so I just want to get your input. You always got something to say about shit. So this is a talk show. So say all that shit you be talking about. All right.
All right, sounds good.
See, now you are lost for words. This motherfucker be talking his ass off, but now he on camera, he ain't got shit to say. All right, all right, all right. What do you think about Saquon Barkley going to the Eagles?
A massive pickup for them. Massive pickup. Giants didn't want to pay him, man. I'm sorry. Giants gonna get the number one pick this year.
Wait a minute. So, wait a minute. No, the Eagles got him on free agency. The Giants didn't get him on a trade, right?
No, they didn't want to pay him. Basically, they could have
Uh,
paid him, but they
oh
didn't
yeah.
pay him.
What they paying too much for fucking the damn quarterback that they shouldn't
Danny
fucking have.
Dimes, Danny
What's that?
Dimes, Danny Dimes.
Oh, gee, yeah, Daniel Jones. I think they like the Italian guy better over there.
The third string guy. I didn't think he
Yeah,
looked terrible, but
but hey, the crowd loved him though.
exactly.
All right, so that was one of the major ones. Austin Eckler to the Commanders. That's another one.
Ooh, geez, that's they get a rookie back. That's probably an amazing acquisition for a quarterback that, in my opinion, shows automatically they're going quarterback.
So,
That
and they are what, number 2 in the draft?
yeah, I think they're
Yeah, they
two.
number 2 in the draft. So you're saying they're gonna get a quarterback, and then they got Austin Eckler, they got Robinson, and he's still there, right? And
Yeah.
shotgun Sammy. They got the guy who got shot. Not to make fun of motherfuckers getting shot, but hey, it happened. I didn't do it.
I
Let's
don't know
let's
how one does.
what's
I
that?
don't know how one gets shot when you have bodyguards who are supposed to be.
But not everybody has bodyguards. Some people like to go out and flex. Hey, I'm in the league. You ain't type shit too. So you never know who talking shit, stray bullets, being in the wrong place at the wrong time. A lot of these people grew up in bad neighborhoods and they still want to go home and talk to some of their friends and shit. And not everybody like motherfuckers who got shit that they ain't got. So there's
Pla-
multiple ways and reasons.
Plaxico Burris, prime
Oh no,
example.
that was a dumb motherfucker. that is a whole that's a whole
Sweatpants,
different scenario right there. That's just a stupid
sweatpants, and the
motherfucker being
clothes.
stupid. All right, speaking of wide receivers, we got Gabe Davis going to the Jags, as well as Devin Duvernay. Gabe Davis, I thought was a really good, like number 2, number 3 wide receiver for the Bills, and he gone.
They got speed for days now. There, they got speed for
That
days. That's
well,
all I can say. With Gabe Davis going there, now they got what's his name, two over there that was our former player.
Christian Kirk, he wasn't the fastest motherfucker,
But they got some speed over there now.
but they ain't got Calvin Ridley. He went over to the Titans,
Yeah, that was a
so
big move.
that was a big move. It looks like yeah, Titans got rid of Derrick Henry. That's another one. He went over to Baltimore. Baltimore's gonna be tough. It's
That's
like you can't stop the motherfuckers from running now.
that was, in my opinion, when I looked at it, that is the biggest acquisition this offseason, in my opinion, because on top of that, now they can try and keep that what's the kid they drafted out of Ohio State a couple years ago. The guy just can't stay healthy. He tore his Achilles last season, and like the season before, he tore a ligament in his knee. I'm trying to think of his name.
I can't.
He
For running back.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. He's a pass catching, and he can stretch the field as like a wide receiver. He's Ty similar to Tyreek Hill, but he's that guy who can't
Oh,
stay healthy.
nah, I don't know who you're talking about on that one, but the back that the Ravens did have left, it went to the Chargers. That's Gus Edwards, Gus the Bus.
And Gus was only playing because this guy was hurt.
I like Gus. I had him on my fantasy football. He got me some points.
It's
He was
because he runs
the
at the
goal
end zone.
line running back.
Yeah, he those end zone touches. Great for
Hey,
fantasy.
hey, that's all you need. Speaking of running backs, Devin Singletary to the Giants. He's supposed to replace Saquon. That ain't gonna fucking happen.
Let's see how that works out. I'm thinking
Yeah,
maybe
Daniel Jones and Devin Singletary. Ooh, I'm scared. All right,
it's
we
like
got
looking at a bunch of chihuahuas there.
that.
They're
Uh,
barking.
but hey, but at least one thing I liked, and I hate seeing this with my team, your team, is activity. The Giants from day one was just doing this, doing that, doing this, doing that. Cardinals barely did shit.
We
So
haven't done anything. I think we're waiting for everything to get cheap. Is
that
what
ain't
we're
gonna
doing.
happen.
No,
Man, we waiting for things to get cheap, and we just gonna just let everybody fucking go elsewhere.
we don't
It's
have a
stupid. What
defense.
we
Our
made.
defense, yeah.
What's that?
I said our defense is terrible. We had three starting rookies at corner.
It's and Bunting. He resigned. He signed. Whatever the fuck his name is. I wasn't a fan of him. We really didn't have shit, and hopefully we can get one of those good cornerbacks. But I thought we was gonna get one of them last year too, but we didn't. Um, Brian Bowers from the Panthers to the Giants pass. Oh, Brian Burns from the Panthers to the Giants. See, once again, the Giants are making moves. Um, we got Mac Wilson signed with the Cardinals. Ooh, as a linebacker. I didn't even know who that was. That's why I had to put as a linebacker because I never heard of no goddamn Mac Wilson.
I think he's gonna warm the bench. I think our linebackers are all right. We got a bunch of young kids. Why are we going out and getting linebackers? We need defensive linemen. We need
No,
we
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 need
need a
depth as well, though. We need depth.
yeah. We can go sign crazy what's his name Chandler Jones, man. We can go sign that
Dude,
nut job.
I really wouldn't mind. I really wouldn't mind that acquisition. He has something to prove.
Yeah, I know. We could probably get him fairly cheap, and he was at least not crazy while he was here. He just got crazy
Exactly.
when he got to the
Get him
cold.
for food and board.
Yeah, exactly. He just got crazy when he went to the cold.
Well, to the Raiders.
Yeah, well, who the Raiders don't make go crazy? That's like them
Uh,
car. That's like the Kardashians, man.
the Raiders is the Raiders are the Kardashian family of the NFL.
Yeah,
The motherfucker who was speeding and killed somebody. Uh, yeah, it's a lot of
it's the
drama over there.
Kardashian. It's the
They
Kardashians.
got rid of Jimmy Garoppolo's punk ass. He signed with the Rams. That's another one on my list. He needs to just retire. He's done.
I don't think he needs anything because, to be honest, he's still picking up the ladies like crazy. He doesn't need
Uh,
anything.
well, he just needs to retire. Don't nobody ain't
He
nobody
don't need
afraid of
any
no Jimmy
money.
Garoppolo.
He don't need money.
No, he no, he don't need money.
Just go back
Uh,
into what was it? Go into back into picking up ladies and whatnot, doing your modeling and commercials, man. Go back into that. Go do
Garoppolo was in commercials. I don't
that's why
recall
they
that.
called him. That's why they called him Jimmy GQ.
Never heard that either. I don't remember Jimmy GQ on
That's
one
why you didn't
commercial.
hear what? Didn't hear that from Christian McCaffrey when he was talking about that?
Nope,
He
nope.
said when they
Uh,
went out, he said that Jimmy Garoppolo was the first person they flocked to, and I'm sitting there like looking at this Christian McCaffrey's paychecks probably more.
well, that doesn't matter. But like I said, I don't recall him being in one commercial. I don't recall him being next to Jake with State Farm. I don't remember him having a
I don't think
Gatorade
that
in his
one.
hand. I don't
Man,
remember him
I
wearing Hanes. I don't remember nothing about this motherfucker.
don't. All
All
right.
right. Next up, we got Kirk Cousins. Uh I really think Kirk Cousins is on the ass end of his career though too.
I think they overpaid for him, but I
Mhm.
think there's also plenty of talent around him there.
Oh, it's
So
definitely it's gonna be an improvement to what they had. Yeah, they paid way too much for him, but they still they could have got a better option, but they could have tried harder to get something better, I guess.
I think you were gonna have to overpay anybody to go to Atlanta.
No, Atlanta's one of those big markets. If you they got the talent around them. They got Pitts, they got that wide receiver, got a decent running back. They got the shit around them. So they
Yeah,
just need to fucking win. And it's not like they are in that tough of a division. The Buccaneers won it with Baker. So they can get caught. They can get caught. Saints ain't what they used to be, and the Panthers was the ass end of the spectrum of the whole NFL. So their division isn't that hard.
I think the Panthers organization's gonna be bad for a while. They're just not making good moves.
No, they're not making good moves at all. They're not making good moves at all.
Honestly,
Uh,
man, what they gave up in that deal with Chicago, man, that was a terrible deal.
yeah, that was a terrible deal. But guess who they got now? Rondale Moore. They got one of our dudes.
A guy who can't
I
stay
thought that was a
healthy.
dumbass. I really thought that was a dumbass decision on our part.
I mean, I understand from a financial standpoint, and what they're looking at is finances there,
Mhm.
is you're going to have to pay him after this year. Well, if he
Yeah,
hits free
after this
agency,
year, let him go
yeah,
after this year. Right now, we really don't have a number one and a possible number two. Rondell could have at least been like a strong number two.
I thought the rookie right now made a good Michael Wilson. If he's healthy,
How many
if he's
games did he play?
healthy,
How many games he play?
about a half a season.
Exactly. So
But to be honest, as a number two, I think he's actually, in my opinion, I think he's a little more talented than Rondell. Rondell's just a guy you can use as a back. He's a
yeah.
guy you can move around.
Hmm.
But again, he's on a 1 year deal, so they can go after him this offseason and find out what he's worth. Instead, they
Hmm.
can get a guy that's still on who is it we got in that? The guy's still on got a couple more years left on his deal, but
What
we're not
Dortch?
paying. Yeah, Dortch. We signed him to a 2 year deal, right? And he's making
I
like
don't
the
know.
league minimum. He's not making much, so it's costing us nothing.
But because he ain't much, ain't nobody afraid of no Dortch.
No, he's good. He's just extremely
He's all right.
small. He's small.
Dortch is all right. He's made some plays. He's been there for us. I think we're gonna lean heavily on our tight end dude. He was a badass.
They need to sign him this year. They need to lock him
Mhm.
up before his final year because all those other tight ends that are going to be free agents, they need to lock him up this year. It's going to cost them less.
Oh,
They
speaking of tight ends, Will Dissly is going to the Chargers from the Seahawks.
boo.
Jonnu Smith, another tight end, is going to the Dolphins.
How much?
I don't know.
I mean,
I didn't write
probably
down how
not
much they're
cheap.
getting paid in the trades and all that stuff. I'm just saying who went where's.
That's definitely. I guess it can't cost no more than Gasecki was when he was there. So
Uh, did I write that down? Jaceki went somewhere.
no, I said it can't cost them more than that. If you said he went there, you said he went to
Uh,
the Dolphins, right? Johnny Smith went to the Dolphins.
Jonnu Smith went to the Dolphins. Yes.
And did anybody go to Cleveland to help out, help them out, man?
Cleveland got Jameis Winston. They got Huntley. They signed Deontay Foreman. All right, see. Keep asking about. Let's see. Who else went to the Browns? Naheem Hines. He went to the Browns.
What?
Yeah,
They got a safety net over there. Not durable, but he's
yeah. So they always have some decent running backs. So they're gonna be good in that part. Depends on if old boy can stay healthy for quarterbacking the whole fucking year.
stay
So
out of
see what
the massage parlor.
he needs to go to the massage parlor, get his
That
joints and muscles loosened up, get ready for the football season. That that uh, allegedly. I don't think he got
hey,
convicted of anything, so we gotta say allegedly.
there we go. So
All right. What
exactly, man.
All right, some more. Antonio Gibson to the Patriots. Josh Jacobs to Green Bay. Tony Pollard to the Titans.
Tony Pollard to the Titans.
That seems like
That's gonna
such
be
a step
interesting.
down. That's
It
such a step.
does, but the whole thing is that the only reason they would make that move is if they're completely gonna change that offense. Because the other runner, the kid that they got over there, he's a
Mhm.
speed bag too, and Tony Pollard can't block worth beans, man.
No,
Tony Pollard,
some beans. He can't
yeah,
block worth some beans.
he can't block, man. He couldn't block water if he fell out of a boat.
Oh
Tony
wow.
Pollard, Tony Pollard's a terrible blocker. There's a reason that Zeke was there and he left. It was gonna be he's a great runner, terrible blocker. So I feel who the quarterback is over there if Tony Pollard starts.
Eh, Hold up. I really didn't see too many Cowboys pickups. Who did Cowboys get for a fucking running back?
They let a lot of people go, man.
Yeah, I didn't see.
They
They
got a
didn't do too much action.
no, and then from what I heard, this is just what a rumor was that I was reading around. Was there's the possibility of Dak is upset right now with them. He wants to get paid. He wants an extension. So
Yeah.
right now he wants his extension, and then he's got 1 year left on his deal. I just don't see him being there again. I
Uh.
see they traded for Trey Lance. Why you trade for a first round pick when he was competing for the starting job in San Francisco? I think
Yeah.
their intent is to pay CD Lamb, and let Dak walk. But I also heard
They should
negotiations.
have. I thought the best move for Dak because they're just not going to get over the hump as a tandem, Cowboys and Dak. Dak's good enough to get it somewhere else, just like Matt Stafford. He had to go somewhere else to get his ring. Dak's good enough, like Matt Stafford, just needs to be in a different organization. And Cowboys ain't gonna get over the hump with Dak Prescott. That is who Atlanta should have got. They should have got Dak and put all their money in them because they have the weapons that could go behind Dak, and that would have been a awesome ass fucking offense.
You want to know where I heard an interesting situation? Is they're talking? Is
Where?
that 1 year deal? Interesting deal I heard was him possibly going to Seattle in a trade
I
that would
hope
include
not.
like a
Fuck.
sixth
No,
round,
we don't need
They said like a
that.
sixth round pick if they eat that money, basically.
That it makes sense. It makes a lot of sense. We don't know how long Gino's gonna fucking be able to control that. He's on the upper hill side. So
He can sling it 100 yards, just can't throw dimes.
right. Drew Lock is no longer with the Seahawks. He went over to the Giants as well. More action. Leaky Fotu went to the Jets from Arizona. I liked him.
Yeah.
Dante Fowler to the Commanders from the Cowboys. Once again, more people leaving Cowboys. Nobody's coming.
Well, they can't afford it, man. But right now they're looking, like I said, they're looking to pay CeeDee Lamb, and CeeDee Lamb, I wouldn't be shocked if he's the highest paid wide receiver in the game next year, and
Jerry
by a
Judy
long
went over
shot.
to the Browns, and they just made him some good money. So
I
Jerry
would have
Judy,
liked to get him.
I would have liked to get him too.
So I
That
would have liked to get him and a couple other players over there in a possible deal for our pick, so they can draft the quarterback. Man, I would have liked to get Judy. I would have liked to get a couple picks, even if they're future picks, because the Cardinals are not anywhere right now. The way it's looking this offseason, we're not anywhere close to winning.
I still think we should. If we get the right moves, we could take out the Rams twice, Seahawks twice, split San Fran.
Yeah, but our division, if we don't win our division, basically,
We ain't
we
making it.
ain't
Yeah,
making the playoffs. That's why I said
That's why I said our division. We gotta take them out first, so give them some losses, and then we can pick here and there because we got NFC North, right? We're
yeah.
gonna play Minnesota, Green Bay, Bears, and Detroit. So we can at least get split 2-2 on that.
Detroit, we're gonna get hammered by. I think that's
Yeah,
just my
Detroit. Yeah,
opinion.
but I still don't believe in the fucking Bears. They are who
No,
they thought we were.
that's like you and your Browns thing. Everybody's saying the Browns are gonna be good, and you said they're still the Browns. You said
Ex-
you said
exactly.
until they win their
Oh,
division twice.
hey,
You
a
said
wise man once said. So
uh,
let's see. Yeah, Jamie Shaq Barrett to the Dolphins from the Bucks. Patrick Queen to Pittsburgh from Baltimore. That's a good pickup for them. Pittsburgh's making moves. And my wife hates Russell Wilson, but I still think he has something left in the tank as well as something to prove. He did a pretty decent job over in Denver for what they allowed him to do.
well, I think the issue with him, man, you sit there and look at it. Sierra, man, ever since Sierra got him,
Oh,
his whole
come
career gone
on.
down. His career done gone down. You sit there and look at it, and they had him saying, "Did you not hear?" They said he had a person doing his feet in the locker room at halftime, and doing his nails. Tell me
Hey,
that's not a prima donna thing. I'm not saying it
hey,
doesn't feel good.
Sierra just wanted to see his 1-2 step. All right.
As he walked out of Denver.
That hey, now he's dude, and he's still getting so much fucking money. Denver's got to pay him so much fucking money. He's gonna get this little whack ass check from the Steelers. And oh, speaking of the Steelers, they also got Justin Fields, which is fucking crazy.
I wouldn't be shocked. This is just me. I think all the people that really hate on Justin Fields, I think the kid's talented. I think they didn't put Chicago does exactly what they do. They don't put pieces around their quarterbacks to ever succeed. They just don't. So I think in he's Mike Tomlin's kind of quarterback. The size he likes in big quarterbacks. That's why I said I wouldn't be shocked if Justin Fields beats Russell Wilson out of the job.
Uh I think I
I,
said this to some friends. I got a buddy that's a big Bears fan. I think Justin Fields should just go ahead and do his Terrell Pryor earlier on in the career and just go move over to wide receiver.
mm-hmm.
I think he'd be more useful there because if he's just sitting in the back, backing up Russell Wilson, which I believe Russell Wilson's gonna get the job. Otherwise, they would have signed Fields first because
I'm just
the Bears would have fucking unloaded that motherfucker quick. So they could have got Fields first if they believed Fields was gonna be the number one.
well. Did you see what Russell Wilson signed for?
What, like $4 million?
Not even, man.
It's like
He signed. He signed. That's what I'm saying. Justin Fields. I wouldn't be shocked if he's the starter. Is
Russell Wilson signed
that
for a
means
10-piece nugget and fries, man.
pretty much. I'm sitting there like if he didn't sign for that much money, I'm sitting there like he didn't really have any other options.
No, he didn't need
He
to.
but that's what
The
I'm saying. He went and
Broncos are
interviewed.
paying him.
Yeah, that's what I'm
He's
saying.
getting like
Is
35 million from Broncos. Shit. He could have he could have he could have signed with the Steelers for a book of stamps, man, and he would have been paid.
that's what I said. Every NFL team knew that this offseason.
Yeah.
And I think that's why he tried to leverage it, but they're like, now we ain't paying you. You can go sit out there on the free agent market and see what it's like out there. If because they said he went and visited the Giants. I think it was the Giants as well. Is I'm trying to think of the other teams. He went and visited some other teams as well. I think there was only a handful, but it's like there's just not a demand out there for him anymore. I don't think he moves around like he used to. I
No,
don't think.
once again, he still did pretty damn good this past season. The Giants wasn't gonna do anything with him because unless they got rid of Daniel Jones, so they were afraid of that. And if they kept him, even though they didn't have to pay Russ that much, it'll be a controversy because Daniel Jones getting paid all this fucking money, and then Russ comes in, and then honestly, there's not that many teams that need a Russell Wilson type. I think he went to a great spot, and then they got rid of Pickett. He went over to back up Hurts over in with the Eagles. But some of the shit people who need a quarterback wasn't gonna go for Russ Wilson. They already got great spots in the draft and can get one of these new guys that could be the future.
Yeah, I also on top of that, I mean, I thought Kenny Pickett did a decent job, but his ankles are
Decent.
gone at his age. His ankles shouldn't be where they are, man. He's gonna be his ankles. He's had already, I think, had like 5 ankle surgeries between the two
What?
ankles.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
done.
his ankles are gone. Did you see the surgery they did last season? They stick like a lace. I think it was like a lace or line, and they stick it and pull them together. They like weave it into the bone and stuff like that.
What?
I thought it was weird when I saw
His ankle is made out of wicker?
it. They use some
Is that
sort
what
of string. It's some sort of string in the area. I think it might be the bone or something like that. But I'm sitting there like, now they're just like shoe tying stuff.
you telling me Kenny Pickett's ankles are made out of crochet? Somebody's grandma came and crocheted his ankles together. Is
I
that what
don't
you're
know,
telling me?
man. That's what I heard is something like that. But his
See,
ankles are
this
gone.
is how rumors start, B.
No,
you
that's what I heard
telling me
with
that
that.
somebody's
This
mom came and crocheted the man's ankles together so he can play football.
Well, you can't staple from what I'm guessing together, but they gotta have some like heavy duty string if that's like in there.
Yeah, hey, there's some mighty shit out there. All right, let's move on to the next one. Willie Gay to the Saints. Chiefs lost several pieces. Once Sneed is gone, he just left.
Man,
Fuck, where'd he
the
go?
freaking the freaking that
Titans.
was that was ridiculous, man. Sneed, the Cardinals could have used him.
The
And they
Cardinals
got
could
us
have used
there.
most of these motherfuckers.
They could have gotten them too. On top of that, they're in the AFC and we're in the NFC, so they wouldn't have had to face this fool. They got
Yep,
this guy on 10 cents on the dollar, man.
dude. The Cardinals don't make enough moves. It pisses me off every time.
You
Speaking of the
can't win
Cardinals,
without you can't win without at least one solid corner in the NFL. The way
yeah, and
that
we ain't
they're
got none.
eliminating all these rules.
But there was a couple that was up for grabs. That Xavier Howard, he's still out there, but he's past his prime. Zaven Howard,
Yeah.
he's past his prime. Uh, an old Cardinal who started the season for us, Josh Dobbs, he got picked up by San Fran to sit on the bench.
It's true.
Yeah. The ex Chargers, and this is where we could have fucking went and got some fucking wide receivers and had uh used that our first round pick to trade. What's his face? Keenan Allen went to the Bears, and then Mike Williams signed with the Jets. Those two names we could have
Jeez,
fucking done
Mike
with.
Williamson.
The
Jeez,
Jets.
we could have used him, and we probably could have gotten him cheaper because we could have used the argument. Hey, you've been injured, man.
Yeah.
Didn't play the full season,
Yeah.
and we
Uh, Alexander Mattinson, I just found this one out. Went to the Raiders. Donovan Peoples Jones went to the Detroit Lions.
uh, dude, the Lions are loading up at wide receiver, man. They
Hey, they
got
was
all
tough
the
last year.
freaking.
This they might get to the NFC Championship, but I can't go ahead and say anything but Cardinals gonna win it all. So the NFC Championship against the Cardinals. That's my team. So I gotta say shit right like that, right?
we got to be pumped up every year. Someone's got to
Exactly.
be.
If I say I gotta be hopeful. Shit, they ain't doing shit, but still gotta be hopeful. Shaquille Griffin to the Vikings. Uh, DeAndre Swift to the Bears. What else? Mac Jones. Who gives a fuck about Mac Jones? But he went to the Jags.
He's got a hot girlfriend though. That's who cares
I
about.
don't know. She might not want to be with him no more. She might want to get with long hair dude for the Jags.
Trevor Lawrence,
Yeah, yeah.
Goldilocks.
I only date starters.
She not gonna be a Tim Hasselbeck's wife.
Oh, geez, come on now.
Hey,
Geez, come
she's
on.
fine. You look at Tim Hasselbeck and it's like,
We got Deontay Johnson to the Panthers. Let's see. Oh, Chase Young to the Saints. That see once again we could have got him hurt. Well, why aren't we making moves on some of these hurt motherfuckers? Because we still got nobodies.
yeah, it still got us wanting to tank it pretty much, huh?
Nah, it's just some dumbass moves. Dante Fowler to the Commanders from. Oh, I already said that. And then let's see, Joe Flacco to the Colts, Bobby Wagner to the Commanders,
Joe
Jonah
Flacco to the Colts.
Williams. What's that?
Joe Flacco to the Colts. He's still pretty
Yeah,
efficient at his age. I'm shocked.
yeah. They they got some young buck that's gonna start, but Joe
Good
Flacco might
solid
fucking take
backup.
over.
Good solid backup.
Definitely. From what happened this past season, everybody's going after these backups. That's why the Cardinals got Sam Howell. No, Sam Howell went to the
Went.
Seahawks. Who? Oh, we got Desmond Ritter,
Yeah,
so we
he
can
wasn't
have.
that bad, but that's he's a solid backup. If you look at all his statistics, his wins and whatnot, he's a very good backup. But who knows what he has in the tank? So he has that potential, but he was also playing for the
Atlanta.
Falcons, and,
Yeah.
and so I mean, we got a talented young kid there.
Mm.
And he's gonna probably be the 2, and the kid that we drafted last year is probably gonna end up the 3. So they're not. They got all these guys on rookie deals still, pretty much, except
Yeah.
for Kyler. We're in that.
Yeah.
We're in
So
that Walmart mode. Save money, live better.
you had to bring that shit up, huh? You had to bring work into this, huh? So, Kendall Fuller, a cornerback that we should have fucking went after, went to the Dolphins. Oh, Cordero Patterson, uh, went to the Steelers. I want to
Jeez,
end on that. Cordero Patterson to the
jeez,
Steelers, and I want to end on that one because Cordero Patterson was a very good kickoff returner, and they done fucked that situation all up for the safety of the NFL. Less concussions when we changed it because nobody's running the shit back. That is so fucking boring now. It's boring as fuck the kickoff, and now they changed it so people are lined up like 10 yards away from each other. So I wouldn't be surprised if there's a shitload of fucking kickoff returns because it's just gonna be harder. It's just gonna be a fucking mess.
I know. When I saw that, I was like, well, hey, it's the whole NFL trying not to pay out liability. They say
Uh,
it's the most dangerous job. Is technically basically special teams out there, is because you can get blindsided at any point.
uh, I think people should just be able to sign waivers in the NFL.
That's
Yeah,
what
I
Ladainian
played
Tomlinson
football.
said.
I played football, played college football. When I stepped on that field, I knew anything could fucking happen. And guess whose fault it was? Me for going on that field. If I didn't want the possibility, I don't step on the field. So don't say, "Oh man, I broke my arm playing football." Yeah, motherfucker, you was playing football.
But yeah, that's the whole thing. Oh, and then I was also debating this. They're still debating this. Does Devin Hester belong in the Hall of Fame? There's like
Oh,
people
absolutely.
questioning it. I go, he
Absolutely.
changed the game. I go, it's not what he did at every position. Was he the best at his position? I don't think there's any hands down any other better returner. They completely
Deion
changed.
Sanders, just because I'm a fan of his.
I know,
But
I know. That completely changed the way football is. Devin
but
Hester
yeah,
changed.
Devin Hester definitely deserves being in the Hall of Fame. There's people who don't deserve it that's in there. You know, oh, they had a good time one season and did a lot of stuff. No, this motherfucker did different things across years of the NFL and did it well. So
He got paid lots
that
of money just to return kicks.
yeah, but it's the pussifying of the NFL, whether it's the kickoff return, the ban of the swivel hip drop, and I still don't understand it. I need to see probably go on YouTube and watch what exactly, show me several swivel hip drops to show me exactly what you're trying to ban, because a lot of this shit is so reactive in the moment. I was a cornerback, so I wasn't trying to, oh, let me get my fundamentals straight before I take this motherfucker out. No, my goal was to get the motherfucker on the ground because it's football. And guess what? If
See,
somebody get hurt, they get hurt. I ain't trying to hurt you. You'll know
see,
when I'm trying to hurt you.
as
Usually I ain't
much
gonna
as
be able to, because once again, I ain't got the sense to purposely do things. I can't purposely try to hit you when I'm trying to run my fastest to get to your ass. I'm just trying to hope you get down, not score a touchdown, so I can get playing time. God damn it!
I mean, I'll put it this way: as much as Vontez Burfict, probably the dirtiest player ever in the league, and they showed him, he was talking about it. He said, "What are we allowed to do as defensive players anymore?" And he goes, "Yeah, I mean, sit there and look at it. You taking this away from them? Even the
Yeah,
possibility of something looking similar to it, they're gonna call a penalty on you." It's like
yeah.
defensively, what can you do
Uh,
if
Very
you put
limited, and it's just
more than two fingers on the guy? It's like they're gonna blow a whistle. You're gonna get 15 yards.
yeah, it's gonna turn into a flag football, two hand touch. I think JJ Watt tweeted something about it.
It's just it's like what can you do as the defensive players now?
It's fucking ridiculous. Another revamp of the NFL is the trade deadline pushed back a week, which I'm all for it. Shit, I think it should be pushed back more. If motherfuckers need to change to get ahead, why the fuck not?
Make it a whole lot more competitive.
Exactly. Like, all right, I know maybe like not the last 3 weeks when people who know they ain't gonna make it just trying to get rid of some of their money, and people who about on the edge of making it, trying to get better people so they can make it. All right, not that close, but shit, do it after week 10, trade up until week 10. That's still
Yeah,
7 games left. It might be 8 games if they end up in adding another game, which they're talking about. So I still think that's enough time.
it's like the Cardinals told us, man, and prices went up this year. Well, you get an extra home game. So where'd the rest of
No,
the ticket fee come from? I'm sitting there like, so where'd the other fee come from?
uh, I think
I'm just,
I renewed and paid up. These
same
motherfuckers.
here. Same here. They go, you get an extra game. Okay, that's because last time you guys sent our game somewhere else.
As long as well, I never, well, maybe at the beginning when I had my season tickets, but as of late I've never went to two preseason games. Fuck them games. I never stayed for the whole thing. Shit, as a matter of fact, I usually try to give one of my preseason tickets away and nobody takes it, motherfucker.
See, we're loyal fans when we go to. They should be giving us some discount or something at the team shop besides the standard 15% off.
Yeah, something. All right. I know you want to talk about Draymond. Let's go over to Draymond. How stupid is this motherfucker?
I he's I I think he's got to be because it was a whole different. I was reading an article earlier. It's got to be completely different because Rasheed Wallace back then it was more physical and whatnot like that. It's a little less
Hmm.
touching. And how you get this many penalties, man? Kicking a guy in the nuts, stepping on a dude, punching a dude in the face.
Yeah, well, this last one, he was just yelling at the ref. And I get being emotional and all that stuff, but right now, you know, you got a fucking target. The ref end up saying, "Oh, it had nothing to do with his reputation," but you know it did. If KD was yelling that same amount, they wouldn't have fucking tossed him like that. But you got to know you putting your fucking team at risk. And I saw different articles talking about how Steph pretty much had like tears in his eyes. Like, this man is fucking crazy. He don't care about us. It's like it, and
Well,
it's like your brother. You see your brother is just mentally fucked because you can't really call it anything else if he cares so little of a fuck to just yell at the ref knowing he's gonna fucking hurt your team's possibility of winning, and he doesn't care and still goes about it, that, yeah, that fucking hurts. And it's like, dude, I would do anything for you, but yet you don't do shit for us to try to help us win. You keep doing shit like this. We're in this situation. We could have had five more fucking wins if it wasn't for his suspension.
now I think Steph was crying because I think this was the final straw. I don't think he's gonna
That-
be in. I don't think he's gonna be in Golden State next year. They're
oh,
paying him more money
nah,
to sit. They're paying him more money to sit at home right now than they are to play.
yeah.
So
And you know
if
they've been through a lot of shit together. So yeah, Steph cares about him, but he pretty much Steph runs that goddamn team.
I think, to be honest, Draymond is the closest. This is an honest statement, man. I think he's the closest Ron Artest or Meta World Peace as it
Mm.
comes to in the NBA right now. The guy's just crazy.
I just remember I don't remember everything Ron Artest, Meta World Peace did. I just remember the major one.
The Malice in the Palace.
Yeah, yeah, I remember that. I don't remember all the other things that I just remember that one. So he could have been a saint all the other times, but that that's some of the worst shit I've ever seen in sports, man.
You know who never gets talked about too in that was Reggie Jackson next to him is sitting there wailing on the dude. Why is Ron Artest getting all the heat and Reggie Jackson sitting there wailing on the dude next to him?
Nah, I don't remember that at all. I don't remember that at all. Did you fill out March Madness bracket?
Yeah.
How you doing?
Two of my teams are still there.
Do you know if Carolina won tonight?
UNC. I was just finishing up. I didn't get to watch the end of the game though, but they were up
All
last
right.
time I checked.
U of
They
A
were up.
lost.
That messed up another part of my bracket, but I didn't have them going to the championship.
No, I didn't. I think I had them going winning this one, but losing next.
In the four. I had them losing
Oh,
in final four, I think,
actually, no, I
or
had them Final Four.
elite eight. Yeah, I had them elite eight, but
No,
yeah,
I had them Final Four, but in my group, I think everybody had them going that far as well. So it's been some interesting shit. Uh, it it's been cool to watch. I've been watching
I
it.
think it could be a whole different ball game. Like this tournament could be harder to win even more in the future. Is with the NIL now.
Uh-huh.
The NIL now they can give them money locally, which means now they can do things for what car dealerships locally, sign autographs, do charitable
Uh-huh.
work locally. This is gonna put random colleges you think in the tournament now. This is actually gonna give other schools options because you're gonna have kids that are gonna want to stay at home, stay near to home, and they're still gonna play.
Right.
So
I actually had I lost it, but I had it and it was close. I had Samford beating Kansas in the first round. And it almost happened. Samford. Nobody knows where no fucking Samford is. I think I looked it up.
nobody
It's in Pennsylvania.
I don't think anybody's ever gonna get the perfect bracket. Do you think it'll ever happen?
No, 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 no. Unless
Cause
there's conspiracy.
a whole lot of help. I think the
Yeah.
closest they had anybody was what was it, a year or two ago to the final four?
No
Something like
fucking no. I don't
I
even
think it
believe
was
that.
I think it was something like that. But anyways, that was the farthest anybody has ever had it. And I'm sitting there like that guy's all on TV, every channel, man. He's on TV. Everybody's like watching the lottery, man. Who's gonna win?
Nah, there ain't gonna be no perfect bracket. Uh, Let me get your thoughts on the Tyson Jake Paul fight. I talked about it in the last show, but I know you're a big boxing fan. What do you think about this fight?
I think it's another marketing ploy, and this one I actually believe could backfire on Jake Paul if he's not cautious. I think Jake
What get?
Paul does a great job of marketing himself,
Hmm.
but I can't think of anybody talented that he's actually really fought.
Hmm.
I think he does a great job of using social media, kind of like Ryan Garcia. That's just my honest opinion, as I think they do a great job of using the media to hype up events. So, but
Cool.
I think it could backfire because I think Mike Tyson still, after watching that, I mean, if it goes more than 6 rounds, I don't see Tyson winning it. But if Tyson lands a shot on him,
If
right on
Tyson
that
lands
spot,
a punch, Jake Paul's gonna
on that
disintegrate.
on that chin, on that chin, I really think Jake Paul's chin sticks out there. I don't think he has a strong chin.
He's gonna go down like Glass Joe and Tyson's Punch Out.
I think on top of that, you sit there and look at it. Mike Tyson got a six pack and stuff right now.
Yeah, and
He's
he's
trained
58.
trained. Hey, look at some of them older boxers too. They've had some other ones where anything can happen, man. I'm just saying. I'm just saying if Jake Paul doesn't take it seriously like he takes any other fight, this is a Hall of Fame boxer here. I don't care who
Yeah,
you are. You can't underestimate a Hall of Fame boxer.
yeah. This is gonna be on Netflix, so no problem watching this one.
Yeah, I'm not gonna
And
pay
I
for
think,
this one.
yeah, you ain't gotta pay for it. But I think people are just going in. I'll say 75% of people are going in hoping Tyson knocks him the fuck out. At least 75%.
Probably. But
So
what do you think of the Haney one?
what's that?
Oh, the Haney and Ryan Garcia fight.
Nah, I don't know nothing
Jeez.
about that.
All right.
I didn't research that one.
You're good.
All right. Last but not least, opening day
There we go. I
today.
like that. I like that. I like how you flip the hat that way. Like
Hey,
Batman was like Batman there in the phone booth,
uh,
or Superman in the
all
phone
right, yeah,
booth.
Batman never went to the phone booth. That's Superman. Come on, bro.
Superman. I
Come
was
on, bro.
testing you.
I ain't gonna lie. I'm a fair weather Diamondbacks fan. Because baseball is pretty boring for the most part. So you gotta do something exciting for me to be excited. And they went to the World Series last year, so therefore I'm starting off excited. They just when I looked at it, they were winning like 13-2, uh, like before like the fifth inning. So they doing exciting shit. So I'm all ready for it. Had my little son in his little one Diamondback onesie today, so we ready to go.
There we go. Did you see they have that season ticket package right now? $300
Uh,
for the whole season.
oh no, I heard something about $99. That might be just the Diamondbacks ticket though.
I think that's for like the half a season. I think it's $300 for the whole season.
Yeah, for that.
Yeah, I was thinking about
I'll wait a
getting
few
one,
months,
man.
but then again, I don't give two fucks about baseball unless I'm gambling on it. To be honest.
I think if you go to like look at it this way, if you go to like 9 games, you paid for it. So I mean, if you think about it, for like $300, you go to 9 games, you pretty much paid for it because you're gonna end up spending what, somewhere around $30 for the ticket alone. Then you're gonna end up buying other stuff at the
Nope.
convenience.
Nope. Stop right there, B. Stop right there, B. You know I don't pay for booze inside the stadiums. That shit's too damn expensive.
You're
You
like,
know I
I
don't do
drink
that
before
shit.
I go out in. I
It
drink
costs too
before
damn
I,
much. You mean I can buy a 24 pack of beer for
dude.
one 32 ounce in here?
So
Hell no. That's
I
why
said
I drink my few drinks while we tailgate, and then I go in, sober up, so I can go home.
that's like a no, dude. I know they charge significantly more money for beer at the baseball stadium and the Suns arena freaking than the Cardinals, man. Like it's ridiculous. That's like another $3, man, that
Oof.
we pay. We thought it was expensive at the Cardinals games. I was
Yeah,
like sitting
well,
there like, yeah, I don't even buy them there.
yeah, it's like was that the 24-ounce cans of beer or a seltzer is $20?
Yeah, I
You're
don't know.
paying
I know at the
a
Cardinals.
dollar an ounce.
Here, let's split it up, man. This is insane.
It's like, can we get one and a cup?
Can I get 4 cups?
Exactly. All right. This definitely
So,
went over what I thought it was gonna be, but we had some good conversation. I want to thank you for coming on with me talking sports. This was a Mad Week about sports. My name is George I. Cortright. You are who?
Brett Blair.
All right. Thank you for coming on. Thank y'all for watching. This is part one of multiple for this week of a Mad Week because we got other shit to talk about. Talk to y'all. See y'all soon.
This was a
All right.
fun week, man. I like the sports one.
Hey, we ain't done yet. Well, I ain't done yet. I'll talk to you later, bro. All
All right, buddy. I'll talk to you later. All
right,
right.
see ya.